afternoon, good afternoon. Greetings and salutations. We welcome you to the Hump Day edition of Black to Business, hosted by the New Orleans Region Black Chamber of Commerce. I'm your host, the chairman of the board, none other than Dr. Edward B. Coulon Smith. Today is a special day. It's right before the 250th birthday or anniversary of the United States of America. And with that being said, we normally call that 4th of July. But here in New Orleans, it's something different. It's also Essence Festival weekend. Essence Festival starts on July the 3rd through the 5th. So if you haven't got your tickets, and if you haven't got your white right yet, please do so. And please be in the Caesars Superdome to hear all the artists that will be performing this weekend. And not only performing this weekend, but then please go to the Montreal Convention Center for all the empowerment stuff that goes on with Essence. Now, you do have to get tickets and you do have to register, so go online and do that. At this time, I have coming to be my guest today. He's the owner and founder of New Orleans on Fire. And he's walking through the door as we speak. And I will introduce to some and I will present to others. None other than my friend, my brother J.J. Simmons.
What's him?
Welcome to Black to Business.
Amen. I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah. So and look, I wore a scarf today.
Okay.
As part of the things that you do. No, I don't have a spoon, but I got a mic. I know you got yours, and we got a mic in front of you.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and then we just going to have a real conversation like you do on the streets of New Orleans doing your thing.
Amen.
So the first question I have is, who is J.J. Simmons? Tell me a little bit about yourself, including your educational and occupational experience.
My name is J.J. Simmons. I'm originally born in La Ceiba, Honduras.
Okay.
I came to New Orleans at the tender age of 3. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an 11-time author. I'm a father of 4. Shout out to my kids, Joel, Christian, Jordan, Lincoln Simmons. I'm a superstar. I fly at night. You know, I'm a person that by God's grace, I found my purpose very early. Well, no, I'll take that back. I found my purpose and I'm locked into what I'm supposed to be doing. So here I am. And I'm the founder of New Orleans on Fire.
There it is.
Yeah.
So, and I know most people want to know.
I'm so sorry.
And
I
a
guess
lot
I'm
of
hold
people
this
want
right
to
here.
know is
No, I don't want that. Like a cup or something. Give me that bag. Pass me the bag. Just give me the bag. I'm so sorry.
For?
I think the ladies want to know that. JJ stands for Jeffrey Joel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when and why did you become an influencer? And how long have you been doing what you do?
2007.
Okay.
I was a host of a TV show in Houston called Hot TV. It's crazy that the fire has always followed me.
All right.
The name of the show in Houston was called Hot TV. Shout out to the owner, Malik Rashid. I've been doing interviews since 2007. This was like during the MySpace era.
Right.
You know, I laugh when people, and I understand, they don't mean no harm. They just think I just jumped off the porch a few months ago. But I'm 19 years in, you know. But I didn't become an influencer from a natural perspective. For me, it's a purpose thing. Like, my voice is my gift. Mm-hmm. So God, it's so funny when I go back and I look at it, because in 2007, I was rapping. I was a hip-hop rapper in Houston. Right before Katrina hit, it's so funny, right there at the building.
So what was your hip-hop name?
King You Highness.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I've always been extreme, always been extravagant, you know, very demure, very mindful, very, very out the box.
Right.
But yeah, King You Highness. Actually, if you go to YouTube, you can actually search that name. I got videos on there, but I got videos from me interviewing on Hot TV.
Got it.
But I didn't become an influencer, man. For me, it was a purpose thing. But let me finish. So when I was rapping, I'm rapping. I had a song that was on the radio 19 weeks in a row in Houston. And I remember after that, I gave my life to Christ. And I started preaching.
Okay.
And I remember when I started preaching, I remember I had an epiphany moment. I was like, wow, like rapping was never the true purpose. God allowed me to do that to develop my tonality, my gift, my words, my voice.
Gotcha.
And then when I started speaking, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So then I wrote a book as well. I've written 11 books, but now when I sit back and I look at it, everything that I do is connected back to my voice.
Okay.
Like I remember being a waiter when I was a waiter at Cafe Du Monde before Katrina. And I remember doing that, and it taught me how to handle personalities and talk to people. And when I sat back, I was like, it was all about the voice. So everything that I do, if my voice is not involved, I typically don't get involved.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're glad for the voice. So tell us about New Orleans on Fire.
What you want to know?
Everything. You know, how did that epiphany come about? How was it born? And then once it was born and once your voice got out there and you started doing what you're doing, and now every time I see you, it's steadily elevating.
Yes.
And it not only elevates what you do, it also elevates everybody that you interview.
You know, it's so fun. It's so funny. Zig Ziglar said that if you help enough people get what they want, you can eventually get what you want. And New Orleans on Fire, I just wanted to highlight and broadcast and magnify the phenomenalness of New Orleans.
Okay.
So I just got tired of sitting on my gift. And I remember one day I used to go on Frenchman every weekend to sell my books. And I was on Frenchman one day, and I interviewed a Chinese lady. I forgot her name, but she followed me. And I interviewed her, and I just asked her, what's the number one thing you love about New Orleans? And she was like, fried chicken. And it was so funny. And I remember seeing the views go up, and I was like, yo, like, I need to keep doing these videos.
Right.
And I kept doing them, and I kept doing them, and I kept doing them. And now here I am, you know. This is interesting. The first video of New Orleans on Fire was posted December 26th.
Wow.
And here we are in July.
Right. July 1st.
And we on fire.
Yeah.
The block is hot.
It is. And from what I can see, it's going to continue to be on fire.
Absolutely.
And that's why I wanted you to come on the show, especially this day, this Wednesday before Essence.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you have a lot of stuff that's coming up over the Essence weekend.
Yeah.
I know you're going to be everywhere. And I did see the new flyer that you had with Essence Fest and New
Yes.
Orleans on Fire. So can you elaborate on that flyer and tell us what exactly does that represent?
Well, I was picked to be on a panel. Shout out to the young lady that booked me. I do not remember her name, but I love you so much. It's so funny because we just met randomly one day, and she barely spoke to me, and she just kept watching. But it's a panel about social media and how people have transitioned and adapted to today's content world.
Right.
So so we're gonna be speaking about, you know, media, you know, the digital age, and, you know, radio, TV, internet, all that type stuff. So yeah, I'm excited about it, and I'm looking forward to it. And I found out the other day that Wild Wayne is the moderator, so that's my guy. And you know, shout out to Essence. You know, I remember God spoke to me, and I was like, I'm not reaching out to none of them people, and them people found me. So, you know, the Bible says that a man's gift will make room for him. So by God's grace, the gift is making room.
Oh, yeah. So, and with that being said, it's two things. You know,
Okay.
The Lord our God is a mighty God, and he works in all kind of mysterious ways. But then when you really look at it, it's not really mysterious.
Right.
You know, I met you at the Rock of Ages Easter Sunday service. You had the red carpet. You was walking out doing your thing. And I stopped by and I spoke to you, and I was like, hey, it would be cool.
I remember that.
With the New Orleans Region Black Chamber of Commerce. I'd like to have you on a radio show one day, this, that, and another. And then once that transpired, so I say the law and the government, because once after that happened, after that chance encounter of you and I, then the next thing you know, algorithms or whatever, but you was always on my feed.
Wow.
Every time I went on social media somewhere, there you were. And New Orleans was always on fire. And I was like, and that's when I hit you up in the DM on IG, and I'm like, look, man, when can we do this? And now coming back and full circle on everything, here you are. So
let me tell you something funny about that.
All right.
I lost your card.
Okay.
And I prayed that I will find you again. Literally.
Okay.
In real life. Because I remember when you gave me the card, I was like, yeah, I definitely need to connect with him. And I lost it.
Wow.
And I remember one day looking for it and I couldn't find it. And look at that.
Look
Here
at
we
God.
are.
Yeah, look at God.
Yeah, the Bible said that all things work together for your good. So
There it is.
clearly it's working.
Oh, yeah, we're going to work together
Yeah.
on the good of everything.
It's funny, though, because I met him at the same place.
Wow.
He was there. I didn't meet him, but he was there. And that's how he caught wind of me. Is that how you caught wind of me? Did you know me before that? Exactly.
Okay.
So
All right.
the grace of God.
There it is. So I know you always get asked this question, and people have texted me and called me.
Oh, God.
Hey, what does the spoon mean?
The spoon in the beginning, honestly, it meant nothing. But it was just an idea that I had because I am a marketer.
Okay.
And I knew that it was, and I'm just giving an honest answer. I'm a marketer, and I was on TV in Houston, and my phone wasn't ringing. Like nothing was happening.
Right.
And I learned that you can be gifted, but it's not enough to be gifted. You have to be strategic. And the spoon was just me being strategic to gather and capture attention. I was like, if I put a spoon on there, it's gonna make people wonder, what's up with the spoon?
What's up with the spoon?
But then I remember one day this guy was making fun of me in the comments. It was so funny how people will come to your aid. The guy was like, man, what's up with the spoon? Like, man, get rid of the spoon. And some girl commented, she was like, leave him alone. He cooking.
He good.
And I was like, oh, that's the tagline.
He cooking.
I was like, we cooking. And because
Yeah.
New Orleans, we know him for the food.
There it is.
The best food that is. And I was like, damn, the spoon. It just made sense, right?
Yeah.
Like the spoon was just classic, legendary. And the spoon is a celebrity by itself. I remember
Okay.
this girl, shout out to Lacey. I hope she see this video. She was like, when you retire, we're going to have to put this in a museum.
Wow. Wow.
I was
So
like,
how-
you know what? I love that.
So have you gotten any spoon endorsements? With all the chefs in this city, with all the great things that we have here, have you gotten a spoon endorsement?
Not yet, but they coming.
All right. So
Yeah.
look, if you're listening, you can phone in, dial in, call in at 504-582-9422. And I have with me none other than J.J. Simmons of New Orleans on Fire. So if you want to be on the air with J.J. Simmons
I would love to
and
get
be
a
on
live
fire
caller.
yourself, this phone, the line should be lit up right now. Everybody should be calling. The phone should be jumping off the hook. And if you out there, you want to be an endorser or a sponsor of the spoon, call in, dial in, phone in 504-582-9422. And the phone lines are starting to light up. So, Brother Simmons, how can the listening audience get in contact with you to book you or to come have you to interview them or come to appear at one of the events that they have? How can they do that?
Man, you gotta slide in my DM, my darling. Like I answer everything, Yeah, hit me on Instagram, JJ Simmons Very Light, and I will respond to you, especially if it's about the bookings.
All right, so we do have a caller on line
Uh-oh.
one.
This is exciting. Maybe-
Caller, Ardeen, you're on the air.
Hey, this is Ardeen with My Melanin.
Hey,
I'm doing
Ardeen, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. I just wanted to call in and say, JJ, I see what you're doing. I absolutely love everything you're doing. I'm from New Sarpy, which is right outside of Destrehan in St. Charles Parish. But I just wanted to say I love everything you're doing. Keep going and keep pushing.
Amen.
Now, Ardeen, tell JJ what you do. You have been on the show. You are a member of the New Orleans Region Black Chamber of Commerce. Tell them what your claim to fame is.
Oh, yeah. So I own a company called My Melanin, and I am the first Black-owned brand to partner with Sam's Club, Hallmark, and Lowe's in their gift wrap category. So our products are actually found in Sam's Club during the holidays. We have been on national platforms on the Today Show. We've been on platforms with Pinky Cole, and I was recently on a show with Angela Yee. So, yeah, a lot of great things going on.
All right.
Congratulations.
Yes, yes. But I absolutely love what you're doing. Keep pushing. Keep going.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, DM me. Let's schedule you. We pull up with you on that spoon.
Absolutely.
I would love
wanna
to have
speak
you on the
with
spoon.
Okay, I love that. And I would DM you because I want to speak with you about that Angela Yee show, too.
Okay, I received that.
All
There it
right.
is.
That
Nice
part.
meeting you all.
Structure.
That's the part.
Thank you, Sister
That
Ardeen.
part.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, Lord.
So,
Bye bye.
JJ, what do you hope that New Orleans on Fire will bring to the community?
You know, I'm gonna flip that question. I hope a lot of things, but what I see is doing is magnifying the talent and the giftedness that we already have in New Orleans. New Orleans is full of personalities. And I would hope that it brings attention to other people and their giftings. Because one of the greatest things that God showed me with New Orleans on Fire is that I'm not the star. The people are. I was in prayer one day and the Holy Spirit told me never forget that. And I wrote that down. And he said, you're not the star, the people are. I became a star by default. You see what I'm saying? Me, Kim Cakes, Vanna, we became stars because we interviewing the people. But in reality, we are magnifying the people because the name of the show is New Orleans is on Fire, not JJ on Fire. So I keep that in mind when I'm interviewing the people and I'm going out to these places because New Orleans has been overlooked. I remember I was in Atlanta one day. I was in Atlanta and I literally got on Google and I Googled how many artists have blown up in Atlanta in the last 20 years, and it spit out a list of like 100 plus people.
Right.
And New Orleans has only produced No Limit in Cash Money. And, sporadically, Big Frida, let's say Big Frida. But it's way too many people in this city that we don't have that that is not equivalent to what Atlanta has produced. Of course, yes, Atlanta got more people, but come on. We got some gifted people in this city. We got some gifted people, and New Orleans on Fire is bringing attention to that. So that's one of the things that I hope that it continues to do because we are truly highlighting the awesomeness of this city.
Let's continue to do that. So have you experienced any ups and downs in your professional life? If so, how did you get past that and how did you navigate to get through it?
The real answer to that is I don't focus on the downs or the lows. I had a situation today that I almost canceled a place I had to be at. God has taught me that through prayer I can overcome anything. One day I was at a church here locally, and the Spirit of God spoke to me and said that the greatest ministry is the ministry of prayer. So I know how to pray, and by God's grace, I know how to get answers to my prayers. So I literally do not focus on the lows. Yes, they happen, is a part of life, but I don't put my attention on that because what you tend to focus on, you magnify and duplicate. So I only focus on the phenomenal things. But for people who want a real answer, like you got to know how to pray because I'm gonna say this for somebody. This is a word for somebody. A lot of times your problems are really emotional, and prayer helps you look above the emotion. And a lot of people don't have emotional stability. And I've been through enough pain in my life to understand how to calm myself down and to actually think from a place of strategy and not from a place of emotion. So that's my answer.
Got it. All right, if you want to call in, phone in, dial in to speak with Brother JJ Simmons, dial 504-582-9422. All right, we're going to quickly get into the community calendar. On 7/3/2026, Councilman Freddie King will host the Essence Fest Mixer at Cuban Creations Cigar from 5 to 8 p.m. On 7/4/26, all-white back-to-school party hosted by Embellish. That will be from 3 p. to 7 p. And on 4th of July, 7/4/26, Councilman Byron Lee, Jefferson Parish Councilman Byron Lee, will host a family fun day at the Marrero Farmers Market from 12 p. to 8 p. And on next Wednesday, Pamela Wood will be our guest of Set a Spell Vintage Store. She has it will be open Friday and Saturday. On Friday, it will be vintage and prices marked, and then on Saturday will be the bag sale where you get a bag for $20 and you fill up your bag with all the goods that you can put in that bag for $20. And on 7/11, 26th will be the third annual middle school football camp hosted by Coach Jabbar Jaloop from 9A to 11A, ages 6 to 13. And then on Wednesday, July the 22nd, 2026 at 6 p.m. at SUNO, School of Business Auditorium, it will be the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce membership mixer. So please contact yours truly to register for that, 225-802-9634. I'd like to thank everybody who participated and came out for the Junior Zulu Car Wash on last Saturday. You can still donate at $ Junior Zulu. And shout out to and go see all the billboards that are up now from the Absolute Foodie Catering Company. They should be all over the city. So shout out to them. And also, this weekend, starting on Thursday to Sunday, the Zulu Lounge, located at 732 North Broad, would have on Thursday DJ Cool Breeze, on Friday DJ Eddie MF and Dallas, on Saturday the original DJ Polo, and on Sunday Zulu Mare 2027 DJ Fat. So that is free 99. So just go to the Zulu Club, sit back, enjoy yourself, and get a drink. So, Brother Simmons, before we leave the show, we got like 2 minutes left. Mm-hmm. Can you tell the listening audience, what advice would you give someone looking to be a trailblazer like you, and also give some closing words?
I would tell the people that it's very important that you buy into your purpose. You know, the word purpose really means the original intent of something. And a lot of people are walking around here not knowing what they're supposed to be doing with their life. So I would say, get serious about, if you know what you're supposed to be doing with your life, lock into that, regardless of what that is. Because a lot of people, I can honestly admit, I've slept on my potential. I know I was supposed to be doing this 10 years ago, you know, and I didn't believe in myself. And I can be honest and say that it took me to see other people that was doing it for me to be like, damn, if he can do it, I can do it. But it was a reflection of me sleeping on myself, you know. So a lot of times I've learned in life that it's not about the most gifted or the best looking. It's about whoever has the testicles to actually do it, you know, because it comes with persecution. The guy trying to get your attention right here. It comes with persecution. It comes with a lot of backlash, and you gotta be able and learn how to survive that.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Shout out to the incredible, undeniable Silver Linings Academy at summer camp over on the campus of UNO. Says their students are inspired by J.J. Simmons' interview, and they are listening right now, and they're watching us on YouTube. Where they watching from? They're watching on YouTube. They're watching from the NORDC Career Summer Camp over on the campus of UNO LSU New Orleans, and it's the eligible Silver Linings Academy.
Oh, wow.
So they said they're going to go out and they're going to interview people at the cookout. So thank y'all, and please tune in next week. Enjoy yourselves.
Thank you.
This holiday season, this weekend. Please be safe, but most of all, please enjoy. And I hope to see each and every one of you on Sunday as my good man George Clinton of P-Funk would bring the mothership and would tear the roof off the mother sucker. Thank y'all, peace, and see y'all next week.